Good afternoon, family, and welcome to the channel. Your Pastor Ngoson Richard Machinini, live here on YouTube. I want to shortly speak about the breadwinners. I know that in our country, we have memes that will come with certain messages regarding our breadwinners. But just to take it on the next level, I know we are all on level 4 right now, but let's just maybe take it a little bit lower or maybe higher. What is a breadwinner? A breadwinner is that person that is able to provide for their family, for their community, for their companies. Yes, companies do have breadwinners as well. That specific person who brings in business for the others to be able to work and earn and feed many souls out there. Breadwinners in communities, I've said, breadwinners even in churches. And what I just wanna focus or maybe share on is breadwinners do have challenges. Breadwinners do have also personal responsibilities. And the thing is, with breadwinners, they have this leadership, which somehow is never understood, or somehow it may be questioned why them. Remember, I'll just be I'll just focus in terms of a breadwinner in a specific family. Nabakazwane, Usipho breadwinner, and Usipho is a breadwinner. Sipho can decide what kind of a breadwinner he is. A breadwinner that understands his position as a breadwinner in his family, and that whatever he does or doesn't do has an impact to those that are looking up to him, and also those that are looking up to him as well, to understand that all that he is doing it out of a willing heart and love. Also remembering that God could have chosen someone else. God could have chosen the smarter one in your family. Not because you're not smarter, not because you're not better, but God trusted you, saw your heart, not because the others in your community, in your church, at home, wherever, they were not better people. They are, but He trusted you. And we understand that you also have your own challenges, you also have your own needs, you also have your own family. And breadwinners, breadwinners, you do not have the right to show off ngokuhlupheka kwabantu obasizayo. It is like planting a seed and leaving it open. When doing so, that seed will never go through the germination process, if I can say so. That seed will never go through the growing process. There's a biological term for it. And you need to cover your seed. So they cover it ngomhlabathi uyinisele. Now this is how you do it. Obviously, uma usuphila noma usuprovida noma usunikela, you then cover the seed. Ungabi that kind of a person who say, as you see them like this, it is me. But you water it on, keep on doing the good things, so that the seed that you have planted in their lives might change the next person's life as well. Because when you help somebody, when you do good for others, those people are changed. They also will be able, and because they are very sensitive in certain things, poverty, being needy and all that, they will be able to help the next person, provided when you help them in a certain way. Let's look at Moses. Moses is not perfect. Moses ukhula kanzima. Moses was found somewhere, and Moses is being chosen to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt. But when he meets with God, he says, God, but I cannot, talk properly. I've got stage frights, Lord. Namalimi and all those things, Father. How can I stand and talk and how could I stand before these people? And God says, don't worry, you just open your mouth and I'll do the rest. Some breadwinners, you need to understand that through you, God is doing things. It is not you. The fact that you are able to provide for those families, for those communities and everything, it is not you. God trusted you, and somehow, because you agreed, God is doing all those things through you. We want to raise, or we want to motivate today, or bring to attention of the breadwinners about Moses. Moses was never perfect. Moses had his own flaws. Moses had killed. But God, because trusted with this position, He does good further. God has trusted you. Moses has a family, but when we read in the Bible, it is only once where we hear, or twice where we hear about Moses' son and wife that we've never known about. As a breadwinner, we know that you have a family, we know that you have your own needs, and we understand and we appreciate that. Do not rub it unto the others. Do not make the others feel bad because you're the one that's providing for them, because you're the one that's bringing business. Don't say, you know what, I can just leave Nizosbona, because the poor people are frightened that you'll leave with your clients. Now you want them, to treat you as God. It's wrong. Another challenge is breadwinners will face is they will be here and pride will be here. We want to talk about breadwinners who will be like Moses to say, Father, if these people can't listen to you, I will listen on their behalf and go down and tell them. I will pray on their behalf, Father. I will worship on their behalf. And whatever that you instruct me during that worship, during that prayer, during that session with you, I'll go down and tell them. Lord, I avail myself for them. The kind of breadwinner we want is the one who say, nanoma ngabe kwenzakalani emndenini wami, the fact that I'm still able ukuthi ngivuke naba bekhala Nkosi, wena wabona abantwana base-Israyeli sebephumile eGibhithe 40 years beround asebelambile engasani. uMoses kuba uyena okhalayo futhi uNkulunkulu baba balambile bayakhala kwehla imana. We want breadwinners who would say, Lord, I am here for my family, I will do what I can for them, ukuthi at least Father babe nophahla babe nokudla. We want breadwinners who would be like Moses and saying, Nkosi, nanoma sebomile, even when they're being or in thirst, I will hit this rock until water flows out of it, so that they may drink and have life. We want them as breadwinners who would lay the foundation. Remember, Moses didn't see the promised land, but because Moses had laid the foundation, the next generation takes over from him. When you lay the right foundation as a breadwinner in your family, your dreams might be building the house for them, your dreams might be buying a car for them, your dreams might be this and that. But when you lay a perfect foundation and an example as a breadwinner, the next generation will do much better. They will know that we are here today because of who and where he could end. We will go further. As asifuni-ke ukunizwa kuthiwa besithi sibukela igeneration i-breadwinner yathatha i-remote yafaka iy'ndaba. As a breadwinner, you have this challenge that there's leadership within you and there's people that are looking at you. Remember, it is not just in your house, that is not just in your home, it is within your community, it is within your church, it is within your company, it is within your working environment. Everywhere where you walk, there's just that one specific soul who's looking at you and saying, Nami uma ngafana noSipho kaZwane, I will take my family to a next level. I will build things, I will do things for my family and all that. But what kind of a breadwinner are you towards those that are relying on you? Listen, as abantwana basegibhithe vele bazokuhlupha, they will even demand more at times, but because you know your position, because you know who you are, you know what's the purpose, never give up. Draw your strength from the Lord. Nanoma sekumnyama uthi Nkosi, if wena waba ilangabi ebusuku, direct me, Father. Even during the day, direct me, Lord. I just want to say to all the breadwinners during this time in Africa, during this time in the world where there's this pandemic, there are people depending on you. At times it is only just one breadwinner in a family of many. And you're their pillar right now. Kungaba nzima for wena, you might be stressing, but remember that it all works together for good for those who believe in the Lord. God has chosen you for this, and it will never go unseen. Keep going, keep doing good, keep blessing the family, keep blessing your community, keep doing the right thing. To all the breadwinners, may the good Lord bless you.